right, hello wine-drinking people. Through the magic of television, I'm coming to you here now because I am not in South Florida. I'm actually in California on my way home, actually. Tonight we've got our Super Syrah tasting and just getting ready for our big Aussie tasting coming up a week from tonight on the 29th of August. We've got... trying to set the record for the most Grange consumed in 1 year. We had 2 Grange tastings this year, and this vintage Aussie tasting also containing Australia's most iconic wine, Grange. And I've taken 2 trips now to land down under, and have to say one of my favorite wine growing regions in the world I've ever been to is South Australia. And it's a rather large area. You know, you got the Barossa, you got McLaren Vale, you've got Pathaway, you've got Coonawarra leading down to Melbourne, and you got Heathcote up there near Melbourne, with a wine from Heathcote actually won our Super Syrah tasting a year ago, and the George's Paddock wine, 1999. So we continue to experiment with these vintage Syrahs, and a lot of critics have, well, they don't think that these Aussie wines are going to age very well. And I'd have to agree, the Molly Duca Hookah Wooka wines, 16, 17% alcohol, not the best for aging, but a wine like Grange. We just showed the 1980 vintage of Grange at our new release party for Penfolds of 2009. And I have to say the 80 was a lot of people's favorite wine on the table, 35 years and still drinking brilliantly. Well, these wines aren't quite that old, but everything on the table is going to be at least 10 years old. We've got a vertical starting at 1995, going all the way through 2004, 10 different wines from 10 different vintages. So not only are we showcasing different regions in South Australia, well, we've also got a wine from Western Australia, the Three Hills, which is from Margaret River. We're also showcasing different, all the different vintages from 95 on. The Randall's Hill I've never had. I've had a chance to meet with Chris Ringham, the guy that made this wine, and this is one of the cult wines of Australia, and $700 a bottle. I said, we need to open this. We only have 1 bottle. I've never tried it, so that's the most cult wine we've got on the table on this tasting, but we do have the Grange and the Henschke Hill of Grace. Are you kidding me? At one tasting? Henschke Hill of Grace, a wine that's rarely seen here in this country. If you want to get it, you've got to buy a bunch of other stuff from the company that imports it. They hold it hostage here. So we have got 3 cult classics on the table. And a lot of other great wines. The Block 6 from K Brothers. This is a very, very old Shiraz vineyard, and still under $100 a bottle. Incredible the value that you get from Australia. Hey, just for the fun of it, we're going to put all the older vintage Australia wines we have in the store on this offering. So you are wine drinking people. If you want to have your own vintage Aussie tasting, if you can't make it to ours, you've got a great selection here. Well, check it out. Everything that we're going to be drinking at our vintage Aussie tasting on the 29th of August. I'm your host, Andrew Lampasone, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.